なんだ急に大声を。いや、何や、そんな気分で。大声を決める。
Romance is one of the included genres. So for this video we'll be taking a look at the top 10 romance anime of fall 2020. But before we get into the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And now, without being said, let's get into the video. Number 10. Yesterday wo Udit. Rikuo Izumi has all but resigned himself to a bleak future, aimlessly working at a convenience store in Tokyo after graduating from college. His monotonous life is interrupted when the peculiar Haru Nanaka makes a lively appearance, frequently dropping by his workplace to befriend him. When Rikuo learns that an old college friend and crush, Shinako Morinam, has moved back into town, he reaches out to further their relationship. Unbeknownst to Rikuo, however, Shinako is carrying painful memories from her past that were holding her back from accepting his feelings. Meanwhile, as Haru continually opens up to Rikuo, he discovers that she, much like him, is living by herself and wants to step out of her comfort zone into an uncertain future. The past lingers long in the mind, and the future remains elusive. At a crossroads along their intertwined paths, these three experience what it means to let go of their feelings of yesterday and embrace the change that tomorrow brings. Number 9. Kimi to Boku no Saigo no Senju. A great war has raged for years between the scientifically advanced Empire and Nebulous, the realm of the witches, until the youngest knight ever to receive the title of the Empire's strongest meets the princess of the rival nation. Though they are sworn enemies, the knight is taken by her beauty and dignity, and the princess is moved by his strength and way of life. Will the fighting between them ever be allowed to end? Number 8. Tanakaku Kawaii. Having grown up ridiculed for his bizarre name, Nasa Yuzaki strives to be remembered for something more. Fortunately, it seems he's on the right path, ranking first in the nation's mock exams and set to enter his high school of choice. However, everything changes in a single night when he notices a girl across the street on his way home. Enraptured by her overwhelming cuteness, it's love at first sight for Nasa. But in his infatuated days, he fails to notice the approaching danger speeding down the road and finds himself at death's door. Barely alive thanks to the girl's intervention, Nasa musters the courage to confess his love to her, fearing she might otherwise vanish from his life. She accepts his proposal on one condition: marriage, to which Nasa gladly accepts before passing out from his injuries. Upon waking, however, the girl is nowhere to be found. After recovering from his injuries, Nasa tosses his previous ambitions aside and dedicates his life to finding the girl that captured his heart, yet several years pass to no avail. But one night, when an unexpected visitor comes knocking on his door, Nasa finds himself facing a woman that would forever change his world: his wife. Number 7. My Next Life as a Villainess. Most people would prefer being the protagonist of a world full of adventure, be it in a game or in another world. But, unfortunately, a certain girl is not so lucky. Regaining the memories of her past life, she realizes that she was reborn in the world of Fortune Lover, one of the games she used to play. Unfortunately, the character she was reincarnated into, Katarina Clays, is the game's main antagonist, who faces utter doom in every ending. Using her extensive knowledge of the game, she takes it upon herself to escape from the chains of this accursed destiny. However, this will not be an easy feat, especially since she needs to be cautious as to not set off death flags that may speed up the impending doom she is trying to avoid. Even so, to make a change that will affect the lives of everyone around her, she strives not as the heroine but as the villainess. Number 6. Mahouka Kauku no Redise. Rahausha Hen. Shiba Miyuki's classmate Kitayama Shizuku is on her way to study abroad. For magicians, this is normally impossible, since allowing the genes of someone who can use magic outside their home country's borders is tantamount to giving up national secrets. But it's allowed to happen in one case: exchange programs. And that's how Angelina Kudu Shields has arrived in Japan from the USNA to study at First High. Around the time Lena arrived in Japan, magicians began getting attacked by a mysterious being who leaves his victims drained of blood. Will Tetsuya be able to discover the identity of the vampire? Number 5. Fruits Basket second season. A year has passed since Toru Honda began living in the Sauma residence, and she has since created stronger relationships with its inhabitants Shigeru, Kaiu, and Yuki. She has also grown closer to the rest of the Sauma family and has become familiar with their ancestral secret, having helped them with many of their personal issues. The closer Toru gets, however, the more she begins to realize that their secret holds a darker truth than she first presumed. Summer is approaching, and Toru is invited to spend her days with the Saumas, mainly Kaiu and Yuki. Toru wishes for an easygoing vacation, but her close relationships with the two boys and the rest of the Saumas may prove to cause trouble. As they grow more intimate, their carefree time together is hindered by older hardships and feelings from the past that begin to resurface. The eternal banquet also dawns on the members of the Zodiac, and they must tend to their duties alongside the unnerving head of the family, Akito Sauma. With the banquet approaching and a plethora of feelings to be solved, will Toru's life with the Saumas remain peaceful, or will she find herself in a situation from which she cannot escape? Number 4. Rent a Girlfriend. Kazuya Kinoshita is a 20-year-old college student who has a wonderful girlfriend, the bright and sunny Mami Nanami. But suddenly, he doesn't. Without warning, Mami breaks up with him, leaving him utterly heartbroken and lonely. Seeking to soothe the pain, he hires a rental girlfriend through an online app. His partner is Chizuru Mizuhara, who through her unparalleled beauty and cute demeanor, manages to gain Kazuya's affection. But after reading similar experiences other customers had had with Chizuru, Kazuya believes her warm smile and caring personality were all just an act to toy with his heart, and he rates her poorly. Aggravated, Chizuru lambasted him for his shameless hypocrisy, revealing her true pert and hot-tempered self. This one-sided exchange is cut short, however, when Kazuya finds out that his grandmother has collapsed. They dash toward the hospital and find Kazuya's grandmother already in good condition. Baffled by Chizuru's presence, she asks who this girl might be. On impulse, Kazuya promptly declares that they are lovers, forcing Chizuru to play the part. But with Kazuya still hung up on his previous relationship with Mami, how long can this difficult client and reluctant rental girlfriend keep up their act? Number 3. Danmachi third season. Life in the bustling city of Arario is never dull, especially for Bel Cranel, a naive young man who hopes to become the greatest adventurer in the land. After a chance encounter with the lonely goddess, Hestia, his dreams become a little closer to reality. With her support, Bel embarks on a fantastic quest as he ventures deep within the city's monster-filled catacombs, known only as the Dungeon. Death lurks around every corner in the cavernous depths of this terrifying labyrinth, and a mysterious power moves amidst the shadows. Even on the surface, survival is a hard-earned privilege. Indeed, nothing is ever certain in a world where gods and humans live and work together, especially when they often struggle to get along. One thing is for sure, though. A myriad of blunders, triumphs and friendships awaits the dauntlessly optimistic protagonist of this Herculean tale. Number 2. Kaguya-sama, Love is War Season 2. After a slow but eventful summer vacation, Shuchiin Academy's second term is now starting in full force. As August transitions into September, Miyuki Shiragene's birthday looms ever closer, leaving Kaguya Shinomiya in a serious predicament as to how to celebrate it. Furthermore, the tenure of the school's 67th student council is coming to an end. Due to the council members being in different classes, the only time Kaguya and Miyuki have to be together will soon disappear, putting all of their cunning plans at risk. A long and difficult election that will decide the fate of the new student council awaits, as multiple challengers fight for the coveted title of president. Number 1. My Teen Romantic Comedy Season 3. Resolved to become a more independent person, Yukino Kinoshita decides to smoothen things out with her parents, and the first step toward achieving that goal is to prove herself. As graduation draws closer for the third-year students, Iroha Isiki, the president of the student council, requests a graduation prom in collaboration with the Volunteer Service Club. Yukino accepts this request of her own volition, hoping to use it as a chance to demonstrate her self-reliance, but what lies ahead of her may prove to be a hard hurdle to cross. Yuhari Orno Seishin love comedy wa Mochigateru. Kansas revolves around the graduation prom as emotions are poured into the preparations for the event. At the same time, a chance for the volunteer service club members to better understand each other presents itself. And thus, Hachiman Hikagaya's hectic and bittersweet high school life begins to draw to a close. And that's it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed the list, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more top 10 videos. And now, with all being said, thanks for watching and see you guys next time.
Like if you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more amazing lists. Also follow